house and locks all the doors and all the windows and closes all the shutters. We all go upstairs. Look out window down the hill. See dozens of figures walking around near the edge of the woods. It wasn't even walking, it was more like they were jittering their way around. Like they were having seizures while walking. Even more standing near the shed on the other side of the woods. Just standing there. What the fuck, Aiden says. What? I ask, but I don't need him to answer. Henry and Jesse are on the path on their way from the cabin, as if nothing is wrong. They're just fucking walking really slow. Walk up to the door and try to get in. Start knocking. Shouldn't we let them in? Still knocking, non-stop. Luke is silent for a moment like he's seen this before but doesn't want to tell us. It isn't them, he says. What the fuck? What do you mean it isn't them? Still knocking, louder now, more than just one hand, like a bunch of people knocking together. That's not them. It looks like them but it isn't. We need to fucking leave. We wait until morning, but no one sleeps. Knocking all throughout the night. Endless screeching from everywhere. Eventually screeching dies down. Knocking fades too by the morning. But Henry and Jesse are still there. I look outside from the window above the front door. They're both staring straight at the door. Suddenly they both look up right at me. Their eyes look gone, just deep empty sockets. Jaws are slack. Fucking stare into my soul. There aren't eyes but I can still feel them looking, even after I leave the window. I will never forget that look. Around 9 a.m. Luke decides it's time to go. Luke grabs his gun, gives us all a golf club that belongs to his dad. We're all just going to run to the cars, don't look around, just go. He tells me to drive the Range Rover and Chris is going to drive the sedan. After designating where everyone is going to sit, we all pile up by the back door. Luke opens it slightly, looks around, then starts booking it to the car. We all follow. Get in the cars. See Henry and Jesse running after us, but they aren't running. Almost like they're sliding across the grass while standing up. Like puppets on strings. We get in the car. Jasper won't get into the car because he doesn't want to leave them behind. Luke fucking punches him in the face and throws him into the passenger seat of the sedan. We drive off, Henry and Jesse chasing us. Loud screeching from every fucking where. They almost drown out the sound of the engine. The screeches sound like what I imagine a man bad would sound like. I see figures on the side of the road, and occasionally I see faces. They're exactly what Mary described. I wish I could forget them. They look gross, deformed, and improper. They all had slack jaws, but one side of the jaw usually hung lower than the other. Their shoulders were lopsided, their stance and crooked, and their legs seemed broken and backwards, like a grasshopper's legs. Kept seeing them until we left the foresty area. Drive nanny all the way home. A few days after I got home I called my cousin and asked him what went down. He just kept telling me to forget it. I asked him about the things he said. Like when under his breath he said they're breaking the rules. Always just tells me to forget it ever happened because it would be better that way. Got some OC from last night, was hoping I would find one of these threads when I got back. Anyways, green text. Me and my friend John are sitting in Valero at about 10 at night, sipping on peace tea, sucking up some free Wi-Fi. Our friends Dylan, Kyler, and Caleb get done with whatever they were doing at the school and roll up. Valero is like our small town's Walmart. We talk, decide to buy some Monster, tea, and Mountain Dew and build up a bonfire to chill around all night. Run by my house, acquire M44 Nugget, Mossberg 500, already carrying Glock 20. Go to John's house, fuck huge bonfire built up in the middle of his huge field, surrounded by miles of woods on 3 sides, pretty legit, field is about 6 acres wide. We all back trucks up and do some good tailgating, grill some steaks that Kyler brought, having a good time talking about shit. Start hearing a shitload of coyotes howling and yelping and stuff. John says there's always this pack of coyotes that hang around but are scared of humans. Well fuck alright, wanted to shoot something. 2 hours later, need to piss. Go behind truck and let it flow. 4 sets of eyes reflected back from the light of the fire. Nope.avi. Draw Glock 20, take a couple of paw shots and they disappear. Get spotlight out and go over, everyone armed, to check for blood. Of course nothing there but some footprints that looked like a cross between a bear and a deer track. Alright, can we not do this please? Go back to the truck and keep talking, but keep guns ready. We hear some god-awful screeching sound coming from our 1 o'clock. Oh shit, that JPEG. Shine spotlight where it came from, nothing there. It sounded really close to us but it wouldn't have time to run away. Put down my shotgun and look back at the group. There was a fucking guy standing on the other side of the fire. He's just smiling away and like giggling in a really deep voice. We all unload on it, stir up ashes from the bonfire because of muzzle blast. Takes the longest 30 seconds of my life for the smoke to clear. He's still standing there, but with his back to us. He says in an inhumanly deep voice, "You shouldn't have fucking done that." He just starts screaming and he falls to the ground and starts convulsing. I yell at everyone to get in the trucks and speed back to fucking Valero to talk. Out of the field in about 5 seconds. See Ethan's truck swerve a little in my rearview mirror, and see a thing that looks like a bear on steroids barely lit up by his headlights. Look back onto the road, it's right in front of me. I hit it doing 85 and it falls across my hood and falls up. Ethan passes me up noping so hard. Finally get to Valero. Bitches must have thought we were crazy as shit walking into Valero holding long guns and me open carrying my Glock. Everybody knows everybody, so we tell them it's all good and don't worry about it, and they're like fuck alright. Talk about it and decide to go back to my house and stay there. As we get up, the guy who was at the field walks in, all casual, wearing clean clothes, and just stares at us as we walk past. Fuck no. Get in trucks, go to my house half an hour away. Dude staring at us from inside, and as I pull away he starts to smile. Get to my house. Invite one chick over, alter a couple hours, it's now about 2 to 30. 8 out of 10, and bites for tits but most fantastic ass I've ever seen. Arrives in her truck, we'll call her Jennifer. She says she was creeped out because she saw a dude with long hair and jeans on the side of the road trying to hitchhike. 3 times on the way to the house. Aw shit. Keep hearing knocks on the door, we keep 2 people at each door, you can't enter anywhere else in the house, like it's not fucking possible at all. While watching the back door with Jennifer, knocks cease and she does the whole scared girl thing and we end up having a quickie, pretty great. It was directly in front of the door, on a chair about 2 feet away, no possible way of entry. The other watch team kept their eye on the door the entire time. Hear screaming and turn around. This motherfucker is doing the same convulsing shit he was doing in the field, in the middle of my house. We don't even ask questions, we hop in trucks and leave. We all see him like 5 times. We just drive around town, occasionally stopping to talk, keep seeing this guy all around town in his hairy form and in his human form. We fill up at Valero again and we drive 2 hours to Dallas, and stay at a hotel, decided safe after 2 days, saw him multiple times on the way up there though but ignore it. Come back this morning and haven't seen him yet. So fucking done. I know for a fact other people make up these skinwalker stories but goddamn, this shit seriously happened to me. It's the biggest adrenaline rush I've had in my life, and that's saying something considering I've been in multiple firefights. Well, I have a story from when I was about 14 years old. I'm in my 30s now so I can't say every line is perfectly accurate, but you'll get it. Also, all names are fake. Don't be mad. Be me. Be obsessed with outdoorsy shit. Be in Cub Scouts as a young boy and currently in Boy Scouts. Want to be an Eagle Scout so fucking badly. I knew every goddamn knot in the book. One week a bunch of us go camping into some woods in bumfuck Indiana. As Boy Scouts tend to fucking do. We're a troop of 12 kids. One of the kids' dad was our scout leader. He was there too. So we set up our tents probably about a mile into the woods. And we just fuck around all day the first day. Me and 2 kids go out on a secret mission to see if we could find the river. We'll call the kids Steve and Logan. So we're just walking along the path when Logan decides he wants to fucking race us. He bolts ahead and we chase after him. He looks right and comes to a complete stop, just staring at something in the trees. We get up to him and look. There's a fucking deer smashed against a boulder. This thing looks like it got hit by a semi. We go up to look at it but immediately turn away due to the smell. It's starting to get kinda dark. We're not supposed to leave the group. We run back to the campsite as fast as our little feet can carry us. Stay up for hours talking about the deer to the other kids. Next morning was canoe day. We all walked down the same path the 3 of us went down yesterday. I tried to see the deer as soon as we reached that part of the trail. It's gone. Not the deer itself. The fucking boulder was missing. This thing was the size of a goddamn minivan. And something moved it away. Silently freak the fuck out and keep walking. Get down to the building with all the water gear in it. Scout leader counts how many of us there are in order to get the right amount of canoes. He gets out 5 3-seater canoes. We all get in and one of the kids rides with him to break the odd number of scouts up. Get back on dry land and begin walk back to campsite. Talk about the canoeing shit on the way back. Logan, Steve and I were in one of the first boats to leave. So we start asking everyone who they were with. Most of the kids are able to say who they canoed with. And of course the scout leader's son went with him. Wait. Trent and Bill can't figure out who was with them. They swear there was a 3rd guy in their boat. I do a quick head count. Hold the fucking phone. JPEG. There's 12 kids. More than one scout leader. He got out 5 3-seater boats. And we had one too many kids, so one had to ride with him. That means there was an extra scout. Someone else was in the canoe with Trent and Bill. Get back to camp. Nobody believes Trent or Bill. They refuse to. I speak up and explain the math problem. Everyone gets quiet. Scout leader tries to regain control. Alright. Tonight, we all sleep in the mess hall. We gather all of our shit and bring it inside the dining area. Some kids are so freaked out they sleep underneath the tables. Most don't sleep at all. I stayed up all waiting for someone to sneak up on us. Eventually pass out from pure exhaustion and get like 20 minutes sleep before it's time to get up. Scout leader tells us what happened yesterday was one of the boats must have been a 2-seater on accident and we were just confused. Says not to worry and we'll all be fine. Nobody believes him. But we pretend like we do to keep from shitting ourselves. Go about the day's normal activities without anything too crazy happening. That night we light a fire outside and start telling scary stories. Spend all night out by the campfire just having a chill time. We all scoot our tents in closer to the fire and just kinda enjoy the night. I think the fire made us feel safe. Which was an unfounded and dumb thing to feel. Because of fucking course we weren't. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Drank too much lemonade. Tell Scoutmaster I have to pee. He gives me the key to the mess hall. I go inside.